What's up, guys? I'm the Nearsighted Gamer, and as you may or may not know, my favorite genre of video games is RPGs. JRPGs to be a little more specific. But my second favorite type are fighting games. I've always liked fighting games. Played them all throughout my life. Street Fighter was definitely, one of my favorites. Back whenever you were either a Street Fighter person or a Mortal Kombat person, I was on the Mortal Kombat side. But I didn't ignore Street Fighter. I knew how good it was, and I've played other games too, like the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Let me think. Well, King of Fighters, whatever. Tekken, no, I hate Tekken. But the point I'm trying to make is I'm a big fan of fighting games. So whenever Injustice came out a couple of years ago, I thought, hey, I'll try it out. And I did, and I saw what it was, but I didn't like it as much as I like other ones. I didn't see it as worthy of, investing my time because, to play a fighting game, you have to like it, like it enough to put in the time to get good at it, or have somebody to play with. And, with online these days now, you don't necessarily have to have somebody there because you always have somebody to play with online. But you got to be pretty good if you want to be consistent. But yeah, so I played it. I gave it a chance. It didn't really jump out at me. It's from NetherRealm, which are the same people who made the Mortal Kombat series. And I know that they've done great bringing Mortal Kombat back to the way it was. And I'm not doubting that that's good at all either. But the combo system isn't something that I really got into. That's part of the reason why I don't like Tekken. Don't like the system. I like the characters. I love the characters on Tekken. But the system just doesn't. But I played it and I saw how it was. It was actually free on PlayStation Plus a little while back. So I got it, of course, and that's how I played it. I wouldn't have otherwise. But after that, I was like, whatever. Still had it. Kind of thought about getting back into it whenever Injustice 2 was announced. I was like, Injustice 2. Everybody's talking about how good it is. Maybe I should give one another chance. But I didn't get the chance to. 2 came out, and everybody's talking about how good the single player is. Single player. First off, not many fighting games have single player story modes. I mean, some do, and that have like arcade modes where you just play through, you beat characters. But to have an actual story mode, Street Fighter did, albeit months later, and it was okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Cinematic storytelling. But this one I played, and it continued the story of Injustice 1, which I had to go back and I watched a, playthrough to get caught up in the story because they kept referencing back to characters that had done this and had done that. And at first I was like, okay, well, it won't be that big of a deal. But they kept doing it, so I really kept feeling like I was missing out on something. So I went back, watched that. It took like an hour and a half, minus the fighting. So I got caught up, and then I continued playing. Oh, by the way, I got it through GameFly. And so I wanted to try it out and see how it was because, like I was in the middle of saying, I'm sorry I'm jumping all around. Single player or a single player story in a fighting game isn't something that you see. And for it to be so talked about and like this one was another thing. And I completely agree. The story mode in this is great. It looks way better than the first one did. The facial animations, the character models, the voice acting, all the original people, So the characters you see sound like and feel like and look like the characters that you've gotten used to, the DC characters that you love. And it's really good. It's so good. I mean, I would go to say that if you played this and then, took a break or didn't even get around to playing the actual versus or online mode, it would still be worth it because you play enough during it and it makes sense. The way the battles go they transition seamlessly with the exception of, health bars popping up and stuff like that. But like where you are, like you'll go and you'll be in places, and then like that place where you are becomes the the what do I call it, the the stage of where you're playing. And that's so cool because I was like, oh wow, we're actually playing right here where we are. That's amazing. That's crazy. Just got done with it yesterday, so this isn't a review. This is just me talking about wow, at this day and age to have a fighting game with a story mode, a cinematic story mode that is getting this much acclaim and is this good in 2017 says something about the state of the video game industry and how good NetherRealm Studios is doing. Now the only thing is, if there is an Injustice 3 or they continue with the Mortal Kombat franchise or start a new franchise of fighting, everybody's going to hold them to this standard because they've done so well. The fighting is cool as well. I'm not really getting into that because I haven't really played enough to talk about everything in the game. But I have played it, so I can't talk about the fighting and the gameplay. The gameplay is great, so of course it has to be good because that's the main thing you're going to be doing. But this is mainly just focusing on how well they've done to bring that type of cinematic storytelling to a fighting game. And I really felt like, this is a good quote. My son was watching me and he was like, this is like a movie because everything was so intense. You felt what they were going through. It made sense. The story was it really got you involved in it. You really felt like you wanted to know what was going to happen to these characters, that you were invested in what was going on. It's just amazing. I just wanted to share that with y'all and let y'all know that even if just for the story and you're not really into fighting games, grab Injustice 2 and play the story mode and see for yourself. I was hoping that this wasn't one of the times where the hype would be too much for me and then I'd play it and then be disappointed. But no, I was thoroughly impressed, and I can't wait to actually get into the game more and see how that goes and play some of the other parts and the other modes and really delve into it other than the story mode. So I just wanted to let y'all know about that, bring that to your attention, and definitely recommend that you go, if you get a chance, try it out. Or if you can't try it out, I'm pretty sure you can go on YouTube and watch a walkthrough as well, and you can see what I'm talking about, how they look and how the story is. But you won't feel invested enough because you're not contributing to it. But if you just want to take a look at it, and see what I'm talking about, or just take a look at it for a little bit to know if you really want to go forward and get it and play it, then definitely do that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me ramble on about this, but I really wanted to get it out there. So, you know what to do. Like this video if you like it. If you don't like it anyway, because I said so. Follow me on Twitter at NearsightedGamer, GAMR. Like my Facebook page, facebook.com/NearsightedGamer. And if you're watching this as well, other than liking because I said so, go ahead and subscribe. And while you're at it, ring my bell, ring my bell. That way you'll know whenever I put up a video, so you'll never miss anything that the Nearsighted Gamer has to say. I guess that's it. So, as always, be excellent to each other. See you, pupils.